The meeting is called to order. Southampton Town Planning Board, Thursday, August 11, 2022. The secretary will call the roll.
Recording in progress.
Chair LaFaro is absent. Vice Chair Finnerty.
Present.
Secretary is here. Town Board Member Catalinato is not here, nor Member Mutu. Board Member Neely.
Present.
Board Member Fulham.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Very good. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We only have one hearing on tonight. This is Spasato Realty, Lot 1. Do we have proper notice of posting?
We do, Chair.
You do? Very good. Could we read the public notice into the record?
Please take notice that in accordance with the local law number 417 of 2022, a public hearing will be held by the Southampton Town Planning Board on Thursday, August 11, 2022 at 6 p.m. at Town Hall, 116 Hampton Road, Southampton, and via teleconferencing to consider the covenant amendment entitled Spasato Lot 1. The applicant has requested to eliminate the requirement for a common driveway as the Town Community Preservation Office is in contract negotiations to purchase the two waterfront flag lots, and the applicant is requesting to reduce the 50-foot wide non-disturbance, non-fertilization buffer to a 35-foot wide non-disturbance, non-fertilization buffer to allow functional use of the front yard of Lot 1 as it affects Lot Number 1. Southampton Tax Map Number 900-369-2-49.4, located at 69 Jagger Lane in the hamlet of West Hampton Beach.
Okay, is anyone here representing the application? Just use the podium, state your name.
Steve Kaplan, one of the owners, LLC.
And Mike Williams, owner of 69 Jagger LLC. What I'd like to do, if I could, can I hand out
Sure.
a package to each of you guys?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
How you would like to do?
We're saving up for an easel. For next year's budget.
Can I speak here? Is that
Sure.
okay?
No, I think you have to use the podium,
Okay.
because they won't pick you up on the recorder.
All right, then you know what?
Those
No,
mics
actually,
working?
they can sit.
Aren't those
Charles
mics
said they
working?
could sit here because of those mics, as long as they keep the papers off the mics. on
Oh,
the
they
back.
can?
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you keep the papers off those little mics, you can.
Oh, those little mics. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have purchased and are looking to develop Lot 1 of the three-lot subdivision of the Spasato subdivision. If you look at page 3 on what I gave you, you'll see the subdivision in full. We're the front lot, right on Jagger Lane. And what we'd like to do is, since the town is purchasing the other two lots, the flag lots, we'd like to eliminate.
You have to sit down.
You have to sit
sir.
down,
Sorry.
they can't hear you, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. What we'd like to do is eliminate the common area. If you look here, there's a 40 by 80 common area that originally was to feed the two flag lots and our Lot 1, Number 1, right here. What we'd like to do is eliminate that and move our driveway from there over to here, which gives us, which puts everything kind of more, however you want to say it, puts it on, everything on our lot. We do not need the common area any longer with you guys purchasing lots number 2 and 3. Also, in the common area is supposed to be the water lines and the electric for all 3 lots.
So lot 2 and 3 are kind of
Back here.
off the picture. Okay.
Correct, they're back here. This is the common, this is lot number 3's driveway,
Okay.
lot number 2's driveway.
Okay. So if this would be conditional on, I understand you're in discussion or negotiation or something, or is this
Well-
purchased by CPF?
They have already
A done
have
deal.
approval from town of Southampton to purchase.
Okay, okay.
So it's something that they're in the process, at least, you know, it's being done.
Right, okay,
Okay.
Probably
So,
authorize
and,
appraisal.
okay.
yeah. So because of that, that is why we are now assuming that these infrastructure will not be necessary any longer to feed these 2 lots, since they're going to be green lots. And so what we'd like to do is move our driveway here to feed our, for our lot, and have our own water line, our own electric line onto our lot, and not going into the common area, which will eventually be owned by town of Southampton.
Why do you want to move the buffer?
Well, if you look here, the 50-foot buffer is the blue. 35-foot buffer is the green. We're right up against our walkway where the buffer starts. This yellow is the envelope, is not the envelope, is the setbacks. So we have no setbacks to move our property back, and we have no way to really to move it forward. So what we really would like to do is kind of, I don't want to say trade off, but since we're giving you this back, the use of this completely back, we'd kind of like to pull our buffer down and give us more of a front yard and use of the front of the property. Oops. If you notice, the blue is right at the walkway. I mean, literally a foot from the walkway.
Am I correct that this entire piece is your lot? Because I see an awful lot of other lines on there.
This is a survey, so this is just a blow-up of the survey. The lot is this, it comes,
Okay. Thank you.
yes.
So the lot lines of this lot 1 aren't changing as part of this arrangement?
No, we're only looking to move our common area, or get rid of the common area, and move our driveway onto our lot, and give us a little front yard space here with the buffer.
So in other words, when that subdivision was approved, it required this lot to use the driveway in that pink area.
Exactly. Yep.
Now you want to move it over and reduce the buffer a little bit.
And reduce the size of the width, right? Because now you don't have 2 accessing, you only need 1 access for 1. You're reducing this width?
Well, that is actually, well, this is actually lot number 3.
Right,
This is lot number 2.
Right.
But this is an easement common area that gives us access.
right,
So we'd like to eliminate that
right.
and put our driveway onto the edge of our lot, not change any lot lines.
Right, no, I
No,
understand that. I'm just saying the driveway's it's half the width. It's roughly half the width. I get it. Because you got 2, you were counting for 2 on the other.
Oh, I see,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So the driveways are going to be purchased by the town along with the 2 lots?
Correct. This is your lots. These
Okay.
are your lots.
And this is empty right now, right? It's vacant?
Correct, vacant,
It's not really a swap though, because you'd have to cut a driveway at the pink or where you're proposing.
If you look at page 2 of what I sent you, actually right here. This is how it is today. Today, this is the driveway
Right.
that leads up, and if you see, it turns and goes onto our lot. That's how it's set up to be right
Okay.
now. That's
That's
probably helps you a
helpful,
lot.
yeah, that's
Right.
helpful.
Right.
So instead, you're just going to use your own, the Lot 1 property
Correct,
further?
Yeah.
correct,
Yeah.
which makes a lot of sense
Yeah,
for everybody.
absolutely.
You guys be included. Also, there's 3 water lines, the blue are the water lines, that would have to be put in, to feed these 2 lots plus our lot, and the electric would be on this side of the driveway.
But instead, everything would go in your driveway,
Correct.
on the Lot
On our
1.
lot, on our,
Okay.
So
right,
the utilities and stuff will run through the driveway on your lot?
correct.
And there are covenants already filed on this, so you're looking to amend those covenants?
We're looking to amend the covenants. Because the covenants are this.
Right,
now.
yeah, okay.
So we would amend the covenants to allow, to extinguish basically this common area. You know, get rid of the easement. That way down the road, if you guys wanted to have a little park or some sort of, you know, little launch pad onto the creek behind you, could put some parking
Okay,
here.
so that,
You know,
those,
'cause it-
those two lots are on a creek,
Correct.
which would be why the CPF wants it to,
Correct.
for environmental purposes.
So it really helps everybody.
So the setbacks that you have highlighted in yellow are what they were, I mean, they're staying the way they are, that's what it was
Yes, we're-
originally, in your original drawing. Okay.
Yes, this house and everything conforms to existing setbacks. And by showing you here how the setbacks are, you can see that we're really locked in with the envelope of the house.
Why, I mean, obvious question, why did you draw a house right up to the edge of the setback?
Because this is our rear setback. We can't go any further back.
But you did, why did you design the house? Why couldn't you just design the house a little bit narrower?
You know, it's only 41 feet, you know? It's not like it's something too crazy. It's 41 feet. We'd like to have made it, you know, deeper.
What's the size of the lot?
We had to go, it's 40,000 square feet.
Okay, so just an acre.
So it, you know, we're maxed out in the front, we're maxed out in the rear, you know, with existing setbacks. So we're just asking for a little bit of buffer, a little bit of offset.
From 50 to 35.
Yes, sir. And there's, in that 15-foot, there's maybe 3 or 4 trees.
Do we have
It's pretty
a
sparse.
photograph of an aerial of this?
It should be attached,
There, huh?
yeah.
No, it's not.
Zero?
There's nothing there, it's vacant, so it's not.
All right. Hard to see what kind of vegetation we have.
Most of the vegetation along the street here on this side falls within this property, the town's properties that they're going to be interested in. Ones across the street and the ones to the north, I think you can see, are pretty clear vegetation.
Yeah.
So-
So a lot of these homes, they're clear cut right down to the road.
They clear right down to the road.
Yeah.
After the restriction was in place?
No, these are older houses. house
older
lots.
house. Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
You know, a lot of times if there's a whole band of vegetation, we try to keep that. But
Sure.
you got,
Here's, this is a, let's see here. Hang on. That's the foundation hole that was dug.
Oh.
Brings us almost to the 50-foot mark.
Oh,
So you
wow.
can see it's not very heavy.
yeah.
It's not heavy at all.
Yeah.
May I see it?
Sure.
Thank you.
Right, right, right.
That brings us almost to the
Yeah.
50-foot edge of the
They
foundation.
have like private.
It's cut out
Okay.
about right here.
I mean,
So as you see, it's really not very heavily vegetated
It's a big deal.
on that 50-foot.
Anthony, how, what's the feeling or the common, if I may ask?
Well, I think that's-
Like, the difference between 35 and 50?
Well, I think-
When do we do 35? When do we do 50?
We try to, as Dennis said, look at what the character is of the streetscape. So if the streetscape in general has large swaths, you find that Middle Line Highway is a good example of some of these roads that have very large wooded areas along these lots.
Yeah.
We tried then to mimic. A lot of times an adjacent subdivision would have had 50 feet, so we'll do a 50 feet. So in this case, just looking at it, and just in my opinion, looking at the vegetation in the neighborhood, looking at what's going on here, I don't think there's a huge ordeal in doing 50 to 35. I think we could accomplish the same thing. And the fact that the town is also purchasing the 2 other lots in there, we know that we're going to stay up there unless they decide to provide public access to the water. So I don't think there's any major issues with it in this case. But, sometimes these 50-foot buffers, like I said, are needed because of the
Yeah,
conditions.
Jagger Lane is pretty, it's more residential, villagey, I know.
Yeah, for
I know
sure.
the street well. All those stop signs.
Yeah, I mean, and if you reduce the natural buffer to 35, there's a very good chance that you may want to plant some greenery to give you some privacy from the road.
We would not put any sort of hedgerow, if that's
No?
what you're meaning.
Yeah, no.
No, we would just put
Okay.
sod or grass up to it, you
You
know,
know,
and maybe a little shrub here or there, but no,
you know, totally your decision, but at some point in the future, you could go to, well, the house is under construction, but you could, I was going to say, you could apply for a variance to move everything back even further, because the fact that there's no neighbors behind you would be a strong argument.
well,
Be there.
the foundation is going in right now.
Then-
So-
That's that. Foundations don't move easily.
You've put your shovel in the sand.
Right.
Okay, so we have to ask for public comment. Charles, is there anyone in the waiting room? No hands, okay. And this is, we could do this with we could close the hearing with a 10-day written comment period. Do I have a motion?
Motion,
Motion by Gloria, second by
Tom?
Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? 4 yes, 3 absent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Motion to
guys.
adjourn by Gloria?
If you'd like, I can leave this here for you.
No, we've got this.
Yeah, we don't need those.
You don't need them?
Good.
Okay.
Motion by Gloria, second by Tom. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Celebrate, you're gonna make
Thank
up
y'all.
for it. You're gonna make
Recording
up for it
stopped.
on September 8th.
Yes.
Pick the early nights when you can get them.